And welcome to a new sort of series, obviously, and it's going to be on Stardew Valley. I really like this game, I really enjoy it. I'm just going to start making my character while I am, just talking, going to try to multitask. I'm really bad at doing it, though, if you know me in the slightest. I really enjoy this game. I really, really, really do. I don't even know if there's a character limit at all. Okay, yeah, there is. What do I think I normally go with Gang Pigeon if there's a character limit. Sorry for my cough, I still have it. The pigeon. If you do not know why I'm just gonna go with pigeons. If you do not know why my, name, I prefer cats. I have a dog, and dog is more farm, but I'm just gonna keep it as a cat. I'm going to oh god, I just jacked with the color. Okay, there. I'm going to skip the intro because I personally have seen it like 10 times. I was about to say 14 and then 40 and then changed to 10, but I've seen it a couple times, so I'm just gonna skip it. If you'd like to see it, obviously you can, look it up, but it's not very eventful. I like the standard farm just because I know it the best. I've used the hilltop farm before. I didn't really like it, and the mineral deposit that it gave was like most of the time just a piece of stone every now and then some coal. Like, it was just really dumb. The Riverland farm has, like, I've used it before as well, just testing sort of thing. And it just had, like, tons of rivers, obviously, going through the whole entire farm, and there was, like, not really any good farm space to, like, grow a big chunk of land that looked nice and symmetrical and all that. Forest, never used it. Okay, sorry about that. I just now had I think people call it brain fart, where I didn't even remember if I was recording or not, so I'm just gonna continue off where I thought I was at. I'm gonna cut that chunk out of me questioning myself. Forest farm, I do not think I've ever used it, but I just feel like that will take like a couple days just to cut down all the trees. And wilderness farm, I always come back from the mine pretty low health because I don't know, risky, so I don't really want to have to risk even more on my farm at nighttime, because obviously you come back at nighttime. So I'm just gonna stick with the standard. Oh my god, I keep jacking with the color. Oh wait, I do want a different shirt just because I can. Which one is it? There we go. Okay. If you do not know the intro, it's you're sitting at an office, you work at Joja Corp, and you get a letter from your grandfather. Your grandfather is in the hospital or passing away or something like that. Or no, that happens first. He's passed away, and he hands you a letter and says don't open it until you feel it's right or something like that. And you just it's the deed to his land. It's the deed to here. So already gonna just jump right in. I always just go through the whole entire TV early in the morning just to get it out of the way. I'm not sure how many days I will be able to do in each session of recording. I mean, not session, but video itself. I'm gonna assume maybe 2. I'll do 2 in this episode. This one will also just be a little bit longer because explaining certain things and just talking in general. Like right now, I'm not even advancing the time. But okay, just gonna start off. You get 15 parsnip seeds. I've played this game a ton of times. The farthest I've gotten on, and it feels really weird playing on PS4. I've not played. I mean, I own it on PS4 and I played it a little bit, but I never actually like got into it on PS4. That's crafting. Let's use. Okay, I cannot remember the controls. All around, yes. Show portraits, merchant, yeah. Yes. No, and I think that needs to be on. I'm gonna turn the sound down just a tad. That's not even the ambient. No, music. I'm just gonna turn it down just to. I mean, the music's nice. I own the whatever, the soundtrack. It came with the disc for the PS4. Okay. I cannot find the controls because I really. That probably helps. I forgot that you can do that. Okay, so I gotta greet everyone. I do have a, what? Oh, what was that doing? I do have a, God, that's gonna be annoying to switch with the triggers. It's just awkward for me. What do I have? I'm blanking out really hard right now. I'm very sorry, I'm blanking out so bad. Oh, I do have a thing open for all of the best generalized things, like all the profit lists for each season and what you should generally go for. And I downloaded a whole entire spreadsheet of it and everything that you buy, every bundle that you need or whatever. And then I modified it with different color coding based on my own personal needs, like what I believe I should plant, what I believe I should go for immediately right off the bat. So I will be using that, and I will be looking a couple things up, like if a certain event hasn't happened yet that I think should have already happened, I will look it up to try to make it happen off, like, obviously. Like the, to open up the mine, that's supposed to happen within the first 5 days on a non-raining day, and since I played this game before, I will know, obviously, a couple of, sort of tricks that, normally you obviously would know if you first started off. Kind of like how, oh my god, I keep missing, I'm really used to playing on PC, obviously. Kind of like how, on, you either upgrade your, like you never want to upgrade your watering can, unless it's winter or it's going to rain the next day or so, just because legitimately it takes a day or so, I can't remember if it takes two, to upgrade your tools. So if you cannot upgrade your watering can, then your crops are going to die because you don't water them, and crops need to be watered every single day unless certain exemptions, I believe a certain couple of crops or certain fertilizers don't require it. I also personally, on the first day, I gather up general resources around, like start clearing the area. I try to leave one of each kind of tree just for late game, of getting like the certain saps or whatever from the trees, and yeah, it's kind of annoying to plant a tree and wait for it to grow. It just takes so long. I will need to be buying some grass later whenever I get a coop. I will be also end up, obviously, as you've already probably found out, talking about late game things, because I mean, that's what I remember doing. I don't really, you know, you don't keep restarting a game, you just continue with it. I'm running a little low on energy, so I am going to need to plant these things relatively quickly. I'll just cut this down. Okay. I'm gonna plant, I'll just plant right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, this might not work out very well. I'm gonna water first, because I was not paying attention to my energy at all. You use roughly 2, oh, never mind, I should be fine. Yeah, you use roughly 2 energy every single time you do an action, besides the scythe and, I believe a weapon. you don't use energy, like any of them. You might use some on the hammer, I cannot remember right now. I didn't really ever use the hammer. If you've noticed, the first day I do not go into town. Just because I want to clear all this stuff out as fast as possible and not worry about it. I'm gonna quickly do this though. I cannot remember how much energy, oh my god. I cannot remember how much energy drains throughout the day, like just casually walking around or whatever. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that and make sure not to have my mouse or my thing over a tool, because that will really mess me up. I normally put a row of like a couple chests right here. I'm just gonna put the scythe, coal. This will just be a generalized chest right now. I will organize later, and I always keep my stone and my wood on me. So for the okay. I can't get through that without the scythe, I don't think, because yeah. And I really don't want to accidentally swing anything. Okay, I can go through right here. This is a another entrance to the town from a different direction. I normally come up here just to grab forging things. I find you level up your forging skill as fast as possible. You can obviously sell those for more. Forging stuff is generally just really quick, easy money. That's Linus. I am going to give him nothing today because it's Monday and you can only give, oh yeah, you can only give 2 things per, how do I, okay. You can only give 2 things per day, or per week, sorry. So, you know, you can give them, and you can only give them 1 thing once per day. So if you give them everything you have immediately, like Monday and Tuesday, then and you get something better on the other days, you have to sit there and wait to give them something. I cannot remember how much things I can put in the poll on the video, but I will put almost all the females. I want you guys to decide who I go with. Normally I go for Penny just because she's right over here. I also said that I never go in town the first day. You kind of have to if I have nothing else to do besides sleep. I'll just walk in here. I think there's a cutscene. Yep. One thing I also rush right off the bat is the backpack upgrade. Gives you the 2nd row of the inventory right there, which is, you know, was that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12! 12 more things. Oh wait, it says 24. And it's double, so. But that's for 2,000 gold, so I'll need to save up for that. Trash cans can somehow, yeah, like bread. So, if I run too low on stamina, I can eat the bread real quick, or use it for later recipes. I'm just gonna really quickly talk to everyone that can. This is a quest, I can't remember what it gives you if you do it, but, you know, why not do it? I'm pretty sure her name is Jody. I've not played this game in a while, but, no, that's not her. No, yeah, it is Jody. There's someone that lives right here. I cannot remember her name, but, she's like, because you can't enter her house unless you are good friends. Leah, and she just, you know, isn't really out much. There's Haley, I think her name is. She is one of the people you can get with, but I always think that she's a little bit of a not very nice. She's very rude. Also, she's never here. You can never, I can't remember her name. Mary? Oh, she's right over here. But she's never, you have to be behind the counter to get a, you know, like a chat thing to buy things from them. And she's the only one that sells, animals. So, like, if you want to buy a chicken, or a cow, or a sheep, or a goat, or whatever, or I think there's rabbits, you can't. unless she's behind there. She's only open like twice a week, and those twice a week she's only open for like 6 or 7 hours. Oh, I can actually look real quick. Marnie's Ranch, open 9 to 8 most days. Most days is not all days. Most days is actually like really bad. Like it's not, most days is never, pretty much. I will actually also need one of every single forageable of these general things that you find on the ground for spring whenever the community center opens. So I normally just gather everything I can. Also levels up the foraging skill. I need to look it up, but I cannot remember if the foraging skill levels up through selling forageables or through just grabbing them. If it levels up through grabbing them, I'm fine. If it levels up through selling them, I'm gonna have a bit of trouble early game leveling it up, just because I like to collect a good little stockpile. And spring onions are already up here, wow. Spring onions are up here sometimes. I can't really give a good estimated thing because some things are randomized, I'm pretty sure. But I normally have spring onions only like 2 or 3 times during spring. Yeah, and I mean that's fine, and they sell for, I mean, they sell decent for how much you can just grab them. Same thing with the berries, they are just there. Also, you might think it's getting a little late. What? Oh. Well, I'll say, why is it opening this? But it's because I have too many things. CD can trash. I mean, it is trash. And I can't use. I don't have the. What's it called? Composter? Compactor? Something like that. I don't have it yet, so I can't use it. It's literally just trash, and you can't do anything with it. I'm just gonna come in here real quick to. Normally people gather in here on the, you know, night, because it's just a little saloon you can chill in. Sometimes you can find certain people that are only here, like Pam. Pam is only here or in her house. So you kind of have to, if you want to talk to her in any way, shape, or form, you have to. This is, I just blanked out her name. No, wait. No, her mom is Pam. Her name is... Wait, I thought her name was Pam. Oh god. Shane, no, yeah, her mom's name is Pam. Her name is... Penny. That's her name, yep. Penny, lives... Penny... and her mom, Pam, live in the trailer. Pam is the old bus driver, which I'm going to be walking by the bus in a minute. You can repair it. Alright, good. Daffodils are up here, and I need something to get rid of. Oh, there's a couple. I'll just get rid of the fiber. Okay. I will be putting these... I'm probably just going to sell them right off the bat so I can get closer and closer to buying the backpack upgrade. At 12 o'clock, I believe it gives you the warning to start heading home. And at 2 o'clock, you pass out. Like, you have no control. You just pass out. How do I split? Okay. No, I want to sell. I want to keep one. And sell the rest of everything. I am going to sell the bread just because I can make it later if I get flour or whatever, and I don't ever really eat anything, ever. And you can find it in the trash, so it's not bad to throw away. Or to box. That box is selling, if you did not know. Alright, so apparently you don't lose stamina while you randomly walk around aimlessly. So I'm just gonna, for a little bit of time I have, check for acorns or seeds or whatever, to plant more trees. I assume if you cut down all the trees and everything, the only way that you can get more wood is down below here down below the farm is there's like a big pond, and there is a yeah, the big pond right there, and then there's Marnie's Ranch. There's also a path to go down. There are trees down there that infinitely spawn, but you then obviously have to wait for them to grow and everything. So, you know, if you just plant some trees. I am gonna conclude this episode here, because I explained a lot of things, and I think I took a little bit longer, obviously, with the menus paused. I'm gonna do probably a couple episodes right now. I do have the other video that I recorded earlier, like an hour or so, rendering right now. Once that's rendered, it will be uploading. Hopefully this one will also be uploaded either Friday or Saturday. I'm really happy. I really like this game. I don't even know why I haven't started it yet, but I should also be able to do it offline, so I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. So that's gonna conclude it for today. Or, well, not today. Whatever. That's gonna conclude it for this episode. I don't know how many I'll upload each day. Bread sells for 60? Ooh. I'll have to search trash cans more often. Okay, what's sold for so much? Dandelion sold for... Okay, yeah. So as you can see right here, for how much gold I got, each parsnip I think is worth like 20. So, or like 20 to buy the seed, I think. So, you know, right here, based on pure having the, you know, just randomly going out when I'm not, like, I'm not using energy, I'm just walking around. So that's like really good, just to get that much money off of each day. Yes, the seed price for parsnip is 20. I'll be discussing what I'll need to buy later. With that 274 gold and the starting, I believe, 500 gold, I will be buying more seeds. So, see you guys next time.